So I'm always having fun playing Star Citizen. And I'm saying almost because the game added some pretty cool features for the game in the last few months, like the cargo elevators and the cargo refactor. But then they washed it out by adding a lot of safety nets, which diminish the features. Okay, so first you have the cargo elevator, and it's a pretty cool system. If you're at the home base, you can put something in the cargo elevator, send it down, then it's stashed in your local inventory. And now, if you rewind back years ago, or months ago still, the game would have, like the developers call it, the magic bag of holding. So if you were anywhere in the location, like this area, you could open your inventory. Then on the right side, you would see the local stash, which is your inventory of that location. You could access it from anywhere in that place. And developers made a big deal about making inventories localized so it wouldn't be easy access anymore. And in theory, they added that to the game as it is. So you can have the persistent hangar. This hangar is persistent, which means anything I put on the ground remains where it is. I can put a table there, I can put a chair, put a gun somewhere, put guns on the tables. And that's a great thing to have. You have this physicalized end-to-end physicality of things you interact with. And then they washed it out by adding item banks. Okay, an item bank is basically a teleporter that accesses your magic bag of holding, which is still there. Now, some might say that it's not a magic bag of holding because you have to physically go to the thing to pick it up. Now, the problem is that thing exists everywhere on the station. So it's in your hangar. If you take the elevator outside, it exists in the spaceport area next to the elevator. And if you go down to the train station, it's next to the train station. Now, if you take the train station to the other side of the city, on the other end of the train station, there's another one of those things. And there's scattered things somewhere in the city also. And then if you go close to your apartment, at the bottom floor, before you go to the elevator, there's another machine like that. And then you go up to the elevator, go into your apartment, and there's another one. Which means that you can't go 50 or 100 meters in a city without having immediate access to your items. And that's a bad thing, because I think the developers did it out of some overly cautious concern that players might be frustrated by not having access to the items all the time. I think that's bad feedback. And here's how it should be. Remove all item banks. Let's say you have a gun, you put it in your apartment, then it's in your apartment. If you want to get it back, you go to your apartment. Because then you add value to the consideration where you put something. And you add value to the player having to go there to get it. And there are two other games that do that with great success. And success, I mean people playing the game a lot. You got DayZ and Project Zomboid. And both games have concurrent player numbers, which means peak players every day. Both are 30 to 50,000 players each day. And my guess is Star Citizen is under 5,000. And those games are very uncompromising. In DayZ, for example, everything you have you can put somewhere in a stash, but you have to physically get there to get it back. And that's how this game should be too. Because I think it would be more fun to manage your inventory by laying it out on a table in your hangar or in your elevator or in your apartment or even on your ship, than having always having this safety net of an item bank everywhere on the station.